We've had another awesome week of comic book bliss. So go grab your vibe juice and meet me back here in the comic room so we could talk about this happy little hobby we call comic book collecting. What's up, everybody? Yes, it's your boy C3. I'm back like I never left. I'm here with another hot 10 comic book list. I've got some hot books that I want to share with you. I'm not paying $1,900 for any of these books, but I do want to share with you the books that I think are going up on the secondary market. I have a couple of Strike While the Iron is Cold books. You may want to add these books to your collection. So you know the routine. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, so every time I do a video, you'll get the notification. It's good vibes only. We're only here for the love of the hobby. Stick around to the end because I'm going to show you all the comic books that I picked up over the past week. I got a lot of old books. I picked up a few modern joints. Just some things I want to add to my collection that I think will enhance it. I got some good reads that I want to share with you. You know, it's just all around love. I like sharing the hobby with you, and I appreciate you guys allowing me to entertain you and enter into your home. So like, subscribe, share, ring the bell. We're going to start the list off with a book that's been hot. I've been keeping my eye on it. It is starting to come down now. This is a Strike While the Iron is Cold book. Let's talk about Ultimate Black Panther, issue number 1, the Stefani Casello regular cover. Yes, my friends, this is the first appearance of Black Panther from Earth 6160. This book has been a good read, man. I've been really enjoying this book. I've been enjoying how they've been fleshing out this new universe, giving Black Panther more texture, just giving him just more feel that I can grab hold to and really relate to the character. This book has gone down 3.14% since I last reported on it. It has a high sale of $133 for 9.8 that sold back in February of this year. But the last recorded sale for this book was $105, and that was for a raw copy. That was for a graded copy. Now, average price for a raw copy is $38. Average price for a graded copy is $77, and we had a total of 1,108 copies of this book that has changed hands for this on the secondary market. This is exciting. This is definitely an exciting new take on the world of Wakanda and its protector, the Black Panther. So this is definitely worth checking out. If you're in the market for Ultimate Black Panther, issue number 1, keep your eye out on it because it's moving on the secondary market. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at the list at number 9, with all the excitement centered around that Deadpool and Wolverine movie that's coming out, you got to talk about X-Men books, man, because the X-Men books are booming on the secondary market. Between the Deadpool movie and the X-Men 97 joint that's been playing on Disney Plus, X-Men books have been going absolutely bazonkers on the secondary market. All right, so let's talk about X-Men issue number 210, the direct edition. All right, guys, now, this is the first cameo appearance of the Marauders, the Acolytes. You got Harpoon, Riptide, Vertigo, Scalp Hunter, and Scrambler. This book is up 3.38%, increasing copies that have sold, right? With the average copy being $11, my friends. Average graded copy is $95. We've had a total of 835 sales of this particular book thus far on the secondary market, with a high sale of $690 for a CGC 9.8 that took place back in 2023. Now, I wouldn't pay the $690, but fair market value has this book resting at $11 for a raw copy in fine condition. And what I would do is try to find myself a nice raw copy with minimum to no defects on it, and I would send that in and get it graded and see if I can come up on that 9.8 on my own for a lot less, right? This is a copper age book. It looks good it's looking good on the secondary market, and I know it will look even better in your collection. So if you need this, now might be a good time for you to grab it, especially if you're looking at for a raw copy. All right? And look, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that every time I drop these videos, you guys will get this list. These lists are real helpful when you're out on the weekend doing your hunts for your collection, when you're trying to add books to your PC, all right? So it'll keep you informed on what's hot, what's not, books you may want to add to your collection, books you might want to stay away from. I mean, every book is not for everybody. We all have our particular taste, Me, myself, I collect books in the realms of, I do a lot of cover purchases, you know, great artwork from particular artists. I love a great read. So if there's an independent book and it's got an excellent read in it, I definitely might need that in my collection. And you already know, we all love first appearances, right? Although we get a little Google because they just first appearance in everything, and they're really not first appearances. They're just remakes of old characters. So I'm looking for those real first appearances, you know what I mean? New characters being brought to a universe. But, you know, either way, you collect, enjoy, do what you do. Don't let nobody tell you anything different, all right? So this next book at number 8, this is a key comic book. It's been hot already. It was just released just this week. So, and I like these type of books because these type of books really get me excited, all right? So let's talk about Rat City, issue number 1. Oh yeah, right? This is the first appearance of Peter Karn, and it's the future Spawn. Yeah, we're getting a new Spawn, guys. All right, so this book is up 9.20% after its release this week. It's a really dope read. We're getting a new take on a new Spawn. This book had a high sell of $55 for the 9.8, and that was earlier this month. All right, so of this year. So now, last recorded sale for this book was $4, but the average price for this book for a raw copy is $5. The average price for the graded copy is $55. We have had a total of 42 sales for this particular book that has changed hands on the secondary market, and those numbers are steady climbing. Now, Image is doing a big thing over there. Image is doing its thing over there, continuing to make hot books that people want to read. Future Spawn is getting this buzz, and I think that's really dope. Todd McFarlane did a really great job with bringing this character along, giving us so many different versions of it, but yet keeping us all interested in this particular character, man. So hats off to Todd McFarlane and the crew over there at Image. They're doing excellent work. Rat City, issue number 1, ladies and gentlemen. It's moving on the secondary market. It's hot. You may want to add it to your collection. At the list at number 7. I don't know if you saw the advertisement, but I saw it. We're getting a new Captain America. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Leave a comment down below. Let's talk about it. Let's chop it up. Some people may like it. Some people may not like it. I don't know how I quite feel about it just yet, but I am excited to see what the outcome of this presentation is going to look like. But let's talk about Captain America, issue number 241, and this is the first battle between the Punisher and Captain America. Yeah, a lot of books are getting hot for a lot of particular reasons. This book is up 47.64%. Average price for the raw copy is $19, while the average price for the graded copy is $165. 765 total books being sold on the secondary market so far, with a high sale of $1,010, and that was for a CGC 9.8. And you can't go wrong. That is quite a bit of money. If you have it, you can go after it. If not, fair market value has this book resting at $19 for the raw copy in fine condition. All right, Captain America, issue number 241, the first battle between the Punisher and Captain America is on the move, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a book I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. Back on the list at number 6, we have to talk about The Incredible Hulk, issue number 6, and this is the first full appearance of Titan Hulk's persona. Yes, I know, the first appearance of a persona. Can you believe it? Oh, man. Look, this book is up right now, 58.96% with a high sale of $89. This is one of those Donny Cates books that everybody really enjoyed reading. I'm a big fan of Donny Cates. Ryan Stegman did a great job with the artwork on this particular joint. This last recorded sale for this book was $3, and the average price for this book is actually $3. So a great price point for buy-in. Average graded copy is going to run you about $30. There's been a total of 508 sales for this particular book so far on the secondary market. All right, and these numbers continue to climb. This is an interesting book. Donny Cates, Titan Hulk, finally getting a little bit of respect, getting a little bit of buzz. It's not a bad book. If you need it in your collection, now's a good time for you to go after it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the halfway mark. Yes, the halfway mark. So allow me to do what I always do, which is stop. Thank each and every one of you for dropping by, checking out the channel. If this is your first time viewing the videos, please like, subscribe, share. give us a thumbs up, man. It'll put us in front of a lot of people. It'll help this information get out to a broader audience. All right? And I also like to hit you guys with a trivia question around this time of the show. All right? Now, so your trivia question for this week is, which X-Men character speaks both English and French? Yeah. Which one of the X-Men characters speak both English and French? I know you know the answer to it. Leave it in the comment section below. All right? You guys know what it is, man. It's good vibes only. We're only here for the love of the hobby. Anything else will be uncivilized. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to show you a bunch of comics that I picked up this past week on New Comic Book Day, and plus some comics that I'm going to be happy to add to my PC collection, a few first appearances, quite a few books that was on past lists that I finally got my hands on, so that you know these are not just books that I'm just sharing with you, trying to gas you up to go out and buy them. I also purchased these same comics. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. I respect and appreciate each and every one of you. Now, back to the list at number 5. All right, this book doesn't seem to be going away at all. It's been around. It continues to cycle back around. Let's talk about Spider-Boy issue number 3. Look, I have to be absolutely honest with you guys. When this book first came out, only thing was crossing my mind is cash grab, cash grab, cash grab. We've got way too many spiders. There's not enough room. There's not enough room for us to do what really needs to be done to flush these characters out, and for us to get the most out of these characters. So all I thought about was a cash grab. But for some reason, the comic book community keeps this book circulating, and it's doing quite well on the secondary market. This book is the first appearance of Killionaire and Toy Soldier. It is up 66.85%, with the average raw copy going for $5 right now. The average graded copy is costing about $41, and we've had a total of 28 sales for this particular book on the secondary market. We had a high sale that took place for this book earlier this April, and that was for $42, right? But fair market value does have this book rested at $5 for the raw copy in near mint condition. Now, this book is getting a lot of love, but I want to encourage you to err on the side of caution, right? Purchase what you like. If this is a book that you are truly interested in for all the right reasons, by all means, do you. But it's not a book that I'm actually too excited about, but I had to put it on the list because nonetheless, it is hot. All right? So just be careful with this book. All right? Spider-Boy, issue number 3. It's still moving on the secondary market. All right, family. At the list at number 4, we have to talk about X-Men, issue number 55, and this is the origin of Angel as the Avenging Angel. Yeah! This book is up 69.8% with a high sale of $1,900. And the high sale took place back in 2020, and that was for CGC 9.8. I can't stress this enough. Although I enjoy the X-Men series, I am not paying $1,900 for this book. All right, but I still have to have it on the list because it's up now in value. Last recorded sale for this book was $80. The average price for this book at the moment is $38, with the graded copies going for $104, around in that price range area somewhere. There's been a total of 532 recorded sales of this book so far on the market. Now, this is a Silver Age key, but I'm still not going to spend that type of money on this particular book. But I do appreciate fair market value. This is why I appreciate fair market value so much, because I can grab this book for about $80 if I really want to add it to my collection. I don't have to spend a lot just to get this book into my collection. And that is something I can be excited about, right? Now, I checked the census. Landing this book in a super high grade is going to be extremely hard. There are only 14 9.8s on the census. So I get why that $1,900 is there, right? But I myself would go for either the 9.6 or the 9.4. I would be happy with that. I don't have to break the bank in order to add a book I need to the collection. But X-Men, issue number 55, Origin of Angel as Avenging Angel, is definitely moving on the secondary market, and now is still a good opportunity to get your hands on one. At the list at number 3, this is a book that I didn't think would make my list, but apparently it did. It's up here, right? And I'm excited about it because I think it's a super dope read. We're talking about Youngbloods, issue number 2, but we're talking about the one with the pink logo on it. Oh yeah, this is definitely a dope cover, man. And that highlighted, that hyper pink logo is super dope. It really impacts when you look at it, and the colors are so eye popping and so astounding, right? So this is the first appearance of Prophet and Shadowhawk. You got 2 iconic characters finally getting some love. Comic book community has lifted these characters to the forefront. This book is up 61.86%, with the average raw copy going for $5 and the average graded copy going for $62. And we've had a total of 1,246 copies of this book that has changed hands on the secondary market. The high sale that took place was back in 2021, where CGC 9.8 sold for $399. And given our current climate and market today, you may be able to get that 9.8 for a little bit less, right? If you play your cards right. Fair market value has this book resting at $5 for the raw copy in the near mint condition. Now, this is one of those books, vibe juice kicking in. This is one of those books that you've seen in the dollar bins 1,000 times, right? And you never really paid it much attention. So these books are still out there in the wild, right? And if you can't find them out there in the wild, then maybe you'll check your secondary market. But always go to your comic book shops. Do a little, let's go back to how we used to be back in the day, where we used to just be cherry picking for hours, man. Look for these books, man. Show your local comic book shop some love, man. We got to support our brick and mortars because they are a vital part of our hobby, man. So, and we want to make sure that our guys that are holding down these spots and got these bins, got these boxes for us, man, that they're well taken care of, and that they know that we appreciate them for making sure that the hobby is fun, safe, and secure, man. So we always want to show the comic shop some love before we go to that secondary market. All right? Now, I think it's good that we see Prophet and Shadowhawk getting some love. That pink logo is lit too, so you can't go wrong with it. Youngbloods, issue number 2, the pink logo variant is definitely on the move, so keep your eye out on it. All right, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification button so every time I drop a video, you guys will be the first ones to know. It's always good vibes only over here at Keep It Comics. Make sure you share with the rest of the comic book community. Tell a friend to tell a friend about YouTube's best kept secret, Keep It Comics. Your boy C3. I really appreciate you guys, all right? Now, this book is from Maximum Press. We have to speak about this book. It's my first time hearing about it. Drop a comment down below if you are familiar with this book, right? But this is Evangeline issue number 1. This is the photo cover, and this is the first appearance of Evangeline, right? This book is up in an astonishing 114.55%, with the high sale for a raw copy being $35, and that was just earlier this month. Last recorded sale for this book was $10. We don't have any graded information on this book just yet. As I come across it, I'll make sure to bring this book back and share that with you. But the average price for a raw copy is $8. We've had a total of 63 sales for this book to change hands on the secondary market. It's a hot cover. It's going to be tough to land in a graded copy because I'm not saying so a high grade may be even more difficult for you to get your hands on, but it's making waves on the secondary market. That's why it's on the list, and I had to share it with you, all right? So definitely check this book out if you're interested in it because it's moving on the secondary market. Speaking of moving, we have made it. Yes, we have made it to the number 1 opportunity on the market. All right? Now, we have to talk about a book from DC. Yes, DC is going to get some love, my guys. Let's talk about this title. You've seen it 1,001 times, and you probably passed over it just as many times as I have, right? So let's talk about Kamandi, The Last Boy on Earth, issue number 1. And this is the first appearance and origin of Kamandi. I know every time I saw this book in a dollar bin, I'm like, what is that? Nah, I'm good. And I would just keep going. And I'm kicking myself in the butt because this is one of those books. Once again, I've seen it 1,000 times, didn't give it a second thought, and now it lands on my list. Man, you just never know. Who knew? This book is up 166.45%. Average price for the raw copy is $19, with the average graded copy going for $114. 931 total sales for this book on the secondary market. We had a high sale that took place back in 2023, where the CGC 9.8 went for $1,488. I would have never imagined that for this particular book, right? But thank God for fair market value, because it has this book resting at $19 for a raw copy in fine condition. But I could see why this book could go for a lot of money, man. This is Jack Kirby at his best, man. You know, iconic, iconic, iconic. You just can't say it enough. I could see why this book is worth a couple of dollars, man. So it's definitely one to look forward to. It's definitely one to keep your eye out for if you want to add this to your collection. All right, while you're out there on the hunt this weekend, this may be a book that you run across, and just remember, you saw it here on Keep It Comics. All right, now, just like I promised, you guys stuck around to the end. I'm gonna share this information with you like I always do. Never jump out of the airplane without your parachute, all right? Have fun. Enjoy the hobby. Don't hurt nothing. Don't let nothing hurt you. This hobby should be fun, stress-free, all right? And speaking of stress-free, I'm glad you stuck around, because I'm going to show you those comics that I picked up this new comic book day like I promised, all right? So the first book I want to show you, which is not really a book, but it's kind of like an advertisement, but it is kind of a book because it's got quite a few stories in there. All right, now, it's Uncanny Avengers. It's the Marvel must-have, and it was free, right? So I grabbed it. It's got a few stories in there, my guys. It's got a few stories in there. So you guys are going to want to look through it, read it, and see what's coming out later on, because I'm really excited about some of the stories that I'm seeing. There's some Daredevil, there's some Captain America, and definitely the X-Men. You already know, so make sure you grab one of those, all right? I'm going to set that over here. I also grabbed the free comic book. This is Planet of the Apes, Fall of Man. This is dope. I grabbed Moon Knight, issue number 4. And I'm going to keep moving because there's quite a few of these that I want to get through to and I want to show them. This is Deadpool, issue number 1. And this has got, from Rob Liefeld, and it's got the homage cover in the back. It's the homage in the back. That's dope art. I love Rob Liefeld's artwork. A lot of people don't like it because, you know, he's got a style of his own, but I think he's a good artist, man. I enjoy seeing his covers. We've got Venom, and this is issue number 32, guys. If you're not reading Venom, you might want to give Venom a read, man. I've been pretty excited about all this Eddie Brock, Venom, Carnage, mayhem that's going on, man. This book is full of action, yo, and we're getting a lot of symbiotes popping up, right? But this is another thing, too, just like the spiders. Like, we're getting a whole bunch of symbiotes, man. So I'm being very cautious on how I move forward with grabbing them. But as long as it's a good read, man, I'm going to grab it. You know, so that's my main concern. Like, just making sure I got a good read. And this book is definitely action-packed all the way through, man. It's just an exciting read. Having a lot of fun with Venom. So if you haven't checked it out, maybe you want to give it a shot. This is issue number 32 also. This is, yeah, see? Look at Carnage, how he's evolved. All right. We've got the Immortal Thor. This is issue number 9. We've got another one of my favorite Todd McFarlane characters. This is Gunslinger Spawn, man. I can't get enough of this one. I can't get enough of Gunslinger, yo. He's sleeping while the horse is moseying along. He's just too cool, man. My boy Gunslinger. I've got Spider-Punk. This is issue number 2. You know, and I say err on the side of caution with all the spiders, but you got to keep your eye on the Spider Universe because you just never know, right? Especially when it comes to our boy Miles Morales in his 300th issue, right? This is Legacy number 300, but they call it issue number 18. But yeah, you got to keep an eye on Miles. Because that's the new generation Spider-Man. So you're definitely going to have to keep an eye on all their keys. All right, what if Venom, issue number 2, what if Venom had attached himself to Wolverine? That's dope. Another Thor, we've got Thor, issue number 8, Immortal Thor. Yeah, so as you can see, I was busy this new comic book day. I was out there, you know, just trying to add some pieces to my collection, not going too crazy, but getting what I want, you know? Gunslinger Spawn, issue number 29. This is what I mean when I say my boy is too cool, man. I love his personality. I love this character, yo. He's one of my favorite characters. Todd McFarlane has done a great job with flushing this character out, man, and bringing this whole Spawn universe thing back around full circle. Gunslinger, issue number 29. Yeah, I grabbed a few covers of this, as you guys can see, right? Here's Venom, issue number 31. That's that homage cover. It's inspired to Amazing Spider-Man. Here is Edge of Spider-Verse, issue number 3, and this is that first appearance of Star Spider, right? And that's the character variant. Star Spider. The design variant, I believe they call it. We've got Ultimate X-Men, issue number 2, Peach Momoko variant. I believe there was a solicitation of a new character in here as well. This is the one you guys keep your eye out on. So if you make sure you guys go grab that one. All right? It hasn't come out yet, but make sure you grab it. It'll be out in June. Here's that new Spawn that we just got. Schultz and Carlos and Ramos and them are on this one. Rat City, issue number 1. Oh yeah. So this book is hot. It made the list already. It came out this week and it made the list this week because it's really doing well on the secondary. Edge of Spider-Verse, issue number 3, Introduction of Star Spider. This is cover A. We have Star Wars, and this is issue number 45. To all my Star Wars fans, I've been enjoying how they've been expounding on the Star Wars galaxy as well, man. I'm telling you, man, it's just really great, you know, where comic books have come over the years, man. So I really enjoy the hobby. I had stepped away from it, and I wind up coming back, man. And I'm even just as excited in my adulthood as I was back in my childhood, man. You know, especially when it comes to this right here. XMen 97, right? And this is issue number 2. And I've been watching this. I watched this morning. You know, it's Saturday morning as I'm making this video. So I watched this morning when I woke up before I actually started on the video. Man, I'm super hyped, bro. Got a chance to see. I saw Forge, which, you know, I've highlighted his first appearance on this show. I got a chance to see the Adversary. So, you know, I was real excited. Then I saw a lot of other characters. I'm seeing a lot of other characters to where I'll be going out grabbing those first appearances as well. As I see these characters and I begin to make a connection with them, I'm like, oh, I got to get that first appearance. I got to look this person up and get that first appearance. So I'm having a good time with X-Men 97, man. And leave a comment down below if you guys have been enjoying the series thus far. Because I have. I know I have, man. It really has just, you know, it's something I look forward to doing on the weekend when I have those days off, right? A little time to myself. Now, last but not least, on the moderns, on the new releases, we have The Incredible Hulk, and this is issue number 11. And I believe we got first appearance in this one as well. Another good read. They've been doing well with this book. All right. Excuse me. Let me take a sip of the Vibe juice. And I don't know if you guys are hearing it or not. I do apologize if my voice sounds extremely raspy. I did go to the doctors this week. They did an x-ray on me. I have, like they call it this thing, it's a shadow on my lung, and they believe that it may be a little touch of pneumonia. So I've been kind of under the weather, but I wanted to push forward and make sure I got this video out. I know it has been like a week and a half, but I didn't want to go too long without getting you guys this video. So I'm pushing through it just for the love, man. I got to make sure you guys get what you're asking me for, right? So just bear with me as I make it happen, yo. And I really enjoy doing this for you. All right, so I'm going to show you the books that I'm going to be adding to my private collection, right? Because it's what we do. Now, we've got Hip Hop Family Tree. I grabbed that dope Flavor Flav. 911 is a joke cover, I call it, right? Definitely high, iconic hip-hop character for those of you who are familiar with Public Enemy and Flavor Flav. All right. We have X-Men, issue number 188. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the first appearance of the Adversary. And I've highlighted this book on this show before. So I was happy to be able to grab this book for not a lot of money. Great copy, in great shape. I got it from Omar's World of Comics in Massachusetts, in Lexington, Massachusetts. I travel all over to grab my comics. I tell you guys that all the time. Now, the thing about Omar's World of Comics, man, this is like a comic shop like none other that I've ever been in. This comic shop was based on working with kids and individuals with mental disabilities, man. So this comic shop is a place where those who have mental disabilities can go and learn coping skills and learn life skills as well. They employ those who have mental illnesses, and like the whole place is set up to cater and to work with individuals that have these mental disabilities, man. And I think this is such a dope place and an awesome combination of the hobby and the concept to help those who may have otherwise felt like they have been left behind, right? And then, the families are working with the kids. It's like a family setting. Man, this is such an awesome place. So if you're ever up in that Massachusetts area, and shout out to you guys, man, up there at Omar's World of Comics, because you guys are doing excellent work. I will definitely be back to see you guys. I promise you that, man. Omar's, man, it's just so dope. Lexington, Massachusetts, man. Look them up. Omar's World of Comics. Right, and Omar, man, he's such a lifeline and such a shining star, man. Like he's gotten all type of awards. Like he's really living his best life, yo. And I think that's just super dope, right? So, and I got that comic from up there, and I got this one from up there also. And this is the new X-Men, and this is book number 1, right? This book has been hot for quite some time. Yep, and I got it. I caught it for $5, as you can see. Didn't have to pay a lot for it. It's a great book, great shape, sharp corners, no spine ticks. Just a great book, definitely ready to add it to the collection, man. Oh, yeah. And like I said, so you see that these are comics that I've reviewed on the list in the past. So these, like I said, I don't make this list to try to gaslight anybody to go out and buy comics. I get nothing out of that. But what I do is I watch the market, see what books that I want to add to my collection, and then I share it with you guys, and then I strategically go after these books when the opportunity presents itself. So, and I do it for the love, man. I don't get anything from it. I'm not looking to get anything from it. All right. Now, here's a book that holds a special place in my heart because I bought this book as a tribute to my sister-in-law who recently passed away. We love you, Anj. But when we went down to Texas to visit my brother and my sisters and them, they took us to the fair. They took us to the state fair, and we took pictures with this guy. This is the Uncanny X-Men at the State Fair of Texas, and we took pictures under this big guy right here, man. And when I tell you, man, I had such a wonderful time with my brother and my sister-in-law, man, and my wife and my daughter. She's really a great aunt, man. She spent time with my daughter, making her feel at home, man. Just taking that opportunity to do what an aunt does with her niece and for her niece, to show her that love, to show her that she's loved, man. And I really appreciated her for that. Her and my brother, man, they were a great couple. They inspired me. She's gonna be missed, man. But I bought that comic book as a tribute to her. And we're gonna miss you, Ange. All right. Okay, now we have X-Men issue number 196. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We also have Inferno X-Men issue number 240. Yeah. Yeah, you guys know I went crazy. We have Inferno X-Men issue number 241. Absolutely, right? It isn't, yeah, this is Madeline Pryor. Yep, absolutely. And Uncanny X-Men issue number 219. And I believe this is when Havoc joins the X-Men. Welcome to the X-Men, Havoc. We've got X-Men issue number 205. Yes, as you guys can see, I was digging, man. I was in the box. I was digging in the crates. We've got Uncanny X-Men issue 249. Yeah, I believe most of these are first appearances too, right? I'll have to go back and check, but I'm certain they are. And then we have Inferno X-Men issue number 243. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm excited about that, man. I'm excited about being able to add those books that I highlighted on my list into my collection, all right? Now, let me see. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah. Real quick, before we go, let's do a quick unboxing, all right? And then this will close us out. Let me grab some scissors. I'm going to hit this little spot right here. Oh, yeah. Cue the music, but keep your clothes on. Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go. There we go. Oh, okay. So you know what that means? So I must have thought that I might not have been able to get my hands on it when it came out. So I pre-ordered one. And that book is The Edge of Spider-Verse, issue number 3. The design variant. So I got another one. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right, guys. That's our show for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Listen, I hope you saw something you like, man. I hope I've been motivation for you when you go out on a hunt this weekend. Hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely hit the notification button so every time I do a video, you guys will get all this information first. All right? I appreciate you for stopping by, checking out the channel. It's always good vibes only over here at Keep It Comics, all right? I appreciate you. Enjoy the day. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys next vid. Keep It Comics. You know what it is. Later, Gators.